Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 2 HD with Moonwalker Morris. And at the end of the last part, we had just been taken captive by Snake and the Ninja. Who would have thought that would happen? And there's cutscenes right off the bat in this part, so that's why I've started at the loading screen, so I'm not talking over it all. But let's, I've done the intro now, I can jump right back into it. So let's go.
Is he still alive?
He was when Olga brought him in. I've checked everything, including the genome data, but there's nothing on this guy. NSA, CIA, FBI. He doesn't exist in any database. He's a non-existent operative from a non-existent organization.
I suspected as much. However, I know this man. Wake him up.
Another cheeky bit of Metal Gear Solid 1 there. At least the visuals were.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper.
Well, I was playing it yesterday, it hasn't been that long. Oh, you mean between you and me. Yeah, it's been a while.
Fellow?
Hey, Ocelot.
Remember me, don't you? You've grown. High
Ow.
concentration of cerebral
Strangling me.
implants. Have they altered your memory, too?
Ah. You don't really need to hit triangle that rapidly. I don't think you need to hit it at all. You lose a bit of health, but I can deal with that.
This is my son. I taught him everything.
I taught him all I know.
Jack.
Oh my
I never
God.
thought I'd see you again.
Is this really appropriate?
You know me?
You don't remember. Your name, your skills. Everything you know, you learned from me. The 80s. A civil war. You were one of the best among the child soldiers that fought in that conflict. When you were barely 10 years old, you became the platoon leader of the small boy unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames, including White Devil and Jack the Ripper. Jack, I was your godfather. I named you. When the war ended, you disappeared from the relief center. I wondered what happened to you. I should have known they would recruit you.
It's an interesting coincidence.
If he's a lackey for the Patriots, I doubt he knows anything of interest.
What should we do with him?
We'll use him like you suggested.
What about Dead Cell?
Ignore them.
Cramp. Serious case of cramp.
Happening again?
Could it be that he's here too?
In another hour, we demonstrate the power of Arsenal gear.
Attack with standard weapons, of course.
Yes, proceed as planned.
At last report, all is well with GW.
How about the troops?
The men are being refitted with Arsenal gear equipment as ordered. You're the spitting image of Big Boss.
No, he's a mirror image of Big Boss.
Is that so? Perhaps
The
I
eye
should be
patch is on the
grateful
wrong
to
eye.
this kid for that.
That's right, I know these things.
This situation, I find it very nostalgic.
Me too.
Where am I? Why, inside Arsenal gear, of course. Actually, we're also inside the memory of Shadow Moses. I'll take this back. You don't need this anymore, do you?
Well, you've taken everything else from me.
A foul wind is blowing.
Apart from my dog
We
tags.
shall speak again.
Don't move. Stay as you are.
Gotcha.
We're being monitored by a camera.
I can't move. What makes you think I can
What are you
move?
up to?
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
Mr. X? Ninja?
Correct. It's me.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian troops.
No, that was just a smokescreen.
A smokescreen?
I was sent to
A
provide you
smoke
support.
screen.
Support? Who sent you? The Colonel?
No, the Patriots.
What?
I deceived my troops, betrayed them.
But why?
My child is being held hostage by the Patriots. It all started 2 years ago when I lost my father during the tanker incident. My men and I had nowhere to go, so we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
The Russian Mafia?
Something like that, actually. I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots. I was expecting at the time. When I gave birth to my child, it turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots. In the morning, my child was gone. My baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month, they send me a photo of my child via network. I've never even held the child in my own arms.
I see. Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I thought you were enemies.
He wasn't responsible for my father's death. Actually, we owe him our lives. 2 years ago, they were responsible for getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
I think that bit was cut from the game
So
as
you
well.
were partners since the incident?
No, I only found out the
With the
truth
running
shortly
and the
before
water
this,
behind you.
Huh?
I think they took
when
that
I
out.
confronted him here.
You fought with Snake? When?
Well, it was around the time you were holding hands with that girl.
Snake.
Damn it, Snake. I'm always out of the loop.
So you joined hands with him to pay back a debt.
No, mutual gain.
Mutual gain.
Mutual
My job
gain.
was to assist you. If Solidus gets away with Arsenal, your mission is a failure. The Patriots would judge that as failure on my part and terminate my child. Putting it simply, my child's life depends on your success.
So you did it all for your child.
Oh,
But why
pressure.
would the Patriots want to help me? Are they hoping I'll take Solidus out?
No, you're just like me. We're just pawns.
Pawns for what purpose?
The S3 plan.
Huh?
You'll figure it out sooner or later, but I wonder if you'll handle the
You'll
truth.
think-
What do you mean?
Listen.
Why would you say
we have
that?
the
Why
time
would you
for
just
this.
give me little
Solidus
tidbits
will
of
commence
information?
His attack any minute. He's got to
Ah,
be
you'll
stopped.
find out
What
sooner
about
or
the
later.
virus?
No results.
Well,
so
why don't
far.
you just tell me
I
right
think
now?
the Patriots have tampered with the program.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Get me out of this thing.
Not yet. I'll release your restraints after I leave this room.
Where's my gear?
Snake's got everything. I couldn't bring it here.
And where do I find Snake?
In the ventilation system. Most probably.
The passageway ahead leads to a hangar. He'll be waiting there. I gave him a card key for the hangar.
Does Snake plan to destroy Arsenal gear?
No, even for Snake, it's impossible to completely destroy this thing. The only option is to stop Solidus and his men.
What are you going to do?
Stay concealed. That's my role. I still can't afford to be discovered.
That's a lot of Metal Gears. And a lot of invisible
Olga,
floating
you can't
monitors
keep
with
this
information
up.
on
They're
them.
bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
For what? Oh. Ow. Thanks. Free me, damn it. So yeah, this is like a replica of the prison from Shadow Moses. Designed exactly the same.
Jack, are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Jack, is it true? What Solidus said?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Drafting small children, sending them to war? It's not allowed under international conventions.
ICC rules don't mean a lot in war. Someone told me that there are over 300,000 children in combat right now. I was just one of them.
Someone told me. Someone
So you
just dropped that in
remember.
the conversation.
I thought your memory had been manipulated by them.
It was. But I have nightmares every day. Pieces of the past I can't put together.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was never a real reason for me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my hand. And that someone was him.
It wasn't your fault.
If I survived the day's fight, I was praised, fed, and had a bed to sleep in. I think I was only 6 when I held my first AK. But I'm not even sure of that.
Jack.
I'm not like Snake. I never questioned why we fought. There was no purpose, no way out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill. If you didn't, you were the one they shot instead.
It's okay. No one is blaming you.
We were shown Hollywood action films every day. The kind with macho guys and big guns. They call it image training.
Ugh.
They built us from the ground up into killing machines. We were fed once a day. I can still taste the gunpowder they mixed into the food.
Gunpowder? In the food?
The gunpowder had toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties. It kept us drugged, controllable.
Oh my God!
When the Civil War ended, those of us who survived were taken in by NGOs. They gave me a new life in the States. I can't complain. But nothing's changed. The only people who have no problem with my past have secrets and agendas of their own. Terrible nightmares. Every night. I can never forget.
Jack.
I'm afraid of the night. That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
Told you what? That I'm a killer? And always have been?
No. No.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past. I didn't want you or anyone to know about it. Now I know why I was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on, take him down, except me. I've been kept alive this long for this. I knew as soon as I saw Solidus.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me. I didn't know anything about you, I admit that. Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better. And I'll share in your past if that's the price.
It doesn't work that way. No one can share the burden of what I've done. It's not one of those warm and fuzzy things couples share.
I accept the good and the bad, Jack. That's what you do for someone you love.
I don't want to share my past with anyone. I just want to forget about it.
Jack, I haven't told you, about what I've done.
The last 2 years with you, it's been more than I've ever hoped for.
Jack.
But I can't go any farther. I know you want to get married. But I can't. I can't risk starting a family. There's no way to erase my childhood.
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
Ah, and I'm free. That's probably one of the better parts of this entire game. That's the one bit of character development that Raiden gets. And it's kind of overshadowed by the fact that I'm naked, but still. Okay, well, let's get this node. And then get the hell out of here. Find some clothes. Excellent. But yeah, I do enjoy that little cutscene. Hello?
Raiden, do you copy? You must continue your mission.
My
I've
God.
lost all my
Colonel, what's
gear.
wrong with you?
I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is, mission, is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
Complete your mission, according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you mean by
I like how
that?
the Colonel just loses
Over
it.
and out.
Loses it. No more questions. We have Rosemary. You will do what I say. Anyway, I'm gonna, what the hell? I'm actually gonna ring Rose. I'm gonna try to. No, not the Colonel. That's not what I wanted. Damn this codex system.
Rendezvous with that man and get your gear back. There's a door on the north.
Yeah, whatever. I got it. Let me save. Yeah, because we hit 15 minutes. So I gotta pause it for now.
Hey, Jack.
But thank you very much for watching this uneventful episode of Metal Gear Solid 2. Join me for the next one where we're going to meet up with Snake and we're going to get our gear back. And I will see you later, guys.